DeRosa. It's another wonderful edition of the Uninformed Podcast, I guess we're going to call it now, huh?
Yeah, it's the radio. It's the same means to record that we used for the radio show, so it'll be the quality of the radio show, just shorter. I would like to call this a mini show.
Okay. Yeah, like the sliders.
Yep.
Those little sliders, they try to convince people that if you have 3 burgers, 3 little sliders, that it's not just like eating a burger.
Yes.
It's the same amount of bread and same amount of patty. If it was 2 sliders, then I would be like, okay, I'm being good here, and I'm not going to be as much as a fat fuck. But the problem is the appetites of people. If you gave them 2, they'd say it was a fucking ripoff. My theory is, Joe, I suck at math, but when I look at those 3 little sliders, they look as big as a regular burger.
They are as big as a regular burger, but it's quaint. People think it's cute to eat. I think it's more that people think it's charming to eat 3 little burgers than to eat a big burger.
Yeah. That's that chick thing.
Yeah, but do people really?
There's a deception thing there. Like, I bet if anybody came up with the slider, it was a female or a guy who understood females.
By the way, just as immediately in the first 2 minutes, we already take a shot at females. Last night on stage, I
love broads, Joe.
I love these dames. Bill and I are working together this weekend. Last night, we had the first show. During my set, I did joke about how I want to marry a bridezilla just so I could punch her in the face right when she goes to kiss me at the wedding ceremony. And then I did the joke about how I wish I was a cop so I could punch a woman in her head. Right. Essentially the same joke. Somehow they both get big laughs in the same set.
Because every guy wants to do it.
And then you came out on stage and did that Chris Brown joke, talking about how you buy a convertible so you can get some air on your punches.
Oh, yeah, no, if you're going to beat the crap out of your girlfriend, you rent a convertible.
Both of the jokes that we both did them within the first 5 minutes, and I just turned to the guy next minute, I go, there's a lot of women beating in this show tonight. And he goes, yeah. He goes, but the crowd loves it. And I go, yeah, they do. They're really eating it up.
Yeah, it's Philly. They enjoy it. It's part of the whole deal. No, I don't like. That was one of the worst things we ever did.
What?
Was when I think a lot of guys back in the day didn't have to beat their wives because their wives knew that they could. If there was just that mop handle sitting in the corner of the room, I think I would have had a successful relationship by now. Just having some sort of power. Once we took the broom handle out of the corner of the room, and they kept the marriage laws the way they are, I mean, you're screwed. How many guys do you know when they get married? I really didn't want to go this route, Joe. I really didn't, but here we go. Here we go. It's a water slide.
And away we go.
How many guys do you know who got married, and they're just like, when you ask them, what's it like being married? Because you don't want to be a lonely, sad sack like me, right, Joe?
No, I don't, Bill. I want to have a nice lady to settle down with.
Exactly. Wouldn't you just love to be head over heels?
Yeah. I'm dying for
listening to Sinatra in the morning, making pancakes for your little fucking kid.
I listen to Sinatra in the morning, but I listen to all the songs about loneliness right now. I want to switch them over to... I want to switch it over to the swinging, I'm in love
in my head, I am the greatest husband and father ever. But let's get back to the whole beating women thing here. I'm just saying that, like, the amount of guys that I know, when you ask them, you're like, so what's it like being married? And they get, like, that look on their face. They're like, yeah, it's, it's tough. And then they always say, like, it changes. And you go, how does it change? I can't explain it. They just change. And I'm telling you, dude, it's because they get that piece of fucking paper that is like, it's like the original management contract that you sign when you get into this business,
Right.
And that mop handle's not in the corner of the room.
I want to make sure I follow you here. You're
pro-domestic violence.
You're saying...
Dude, the fucking bumper stickers are still wet. I just ran them off.
You're saying once that paper comes down, there's a lot more to lose. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that I'm joking, basically, saying that guys in the back in the day when they could actually beat the crap out of them, like Sonny Corleone or whatever the hell his name is there. How the hell you say his name?
Corleone.
There you go. Like chase him up the street, like reverse, instead of beating up the guy who beat up you. You could chase your wife up, smash her with a trash can lid.
It's tough.
Because you let the ice cream get some freezer burn on it.
But, because I'm doing that joke that you remember I said it to you on the phone. I go, I wish I was a cop so I could just punch a chick in her head. And you go, please do that on stage. But let me justify this, why we were laughing on the phone and why you said please do it and why I do it and the point of it. I do say on stage, I don't mean, like in an abusive way. I mean like the annoying drunk chick at the bar that's like obnoxious or whatever. And the whole thing behind that is where this animosity comes from and the angst that we're speaking of right now comes from is because something happens to a woman.
Is that all this is, angst?
But something
Why'd you beat your wife? I got a lot of angst.
No. I don't mean that you want to beat your wife, angst. I mean like people would hear this and go, why would you even say that? Here's why. Because there's a lot of women, and you used to talk about this on stage, there's a lot of women where that don't even respect the fact that you could conceivably.
No, that's the joke I was doing there is when they hit you. Is when they start hitting you.
Right.
It's this is my true point for all you ladies out there with your panties in a bunch right now. My real point is I just wish women would respect the fact that you can't hit them rather than taking advantage of it. I think most of them do, but there's been some times
I agree.
I've been in some situations, and girls they just start teeing off on you.
Right.
Granted, I said some smart shit, but I mean they take it to a physical fucking level. And,
I agree with you. I think that...
what punch, Joe, do you think you have a right... What hit?
One.
You have the right
I wouldn't do it.
To physically restrain... Did I have... Yeah.
One, but I wouldn't do it. Like, that's the thing. I've never, ever...
You know what the worst part is? Is when you're covering up and they're hitting you, the bouncers are already on their way over there, and they're going to drag you out of there.
That's what I say in a joke. The guys come over and drag, and they act like you're... I'm like, if I always point to a guy in the crowd and I go, if you were doing this in the bar, this guy would have his heel in the back of your neck.
Yeah.
But it's her, and she's like hitting the bouncers.
What are we doing, Joe? Why are we trashing the broads here?
No, we're not. But
Can we get back to sliders and talk about how Carl's Jr. is acting like they invented them, and now McDonald's is doing them, when everybody has been doing them. Even like high-class restaurants have been doing them for a while. And
White Castle started it.
That's what I'm saying. White Castle started, and they're acting like they're these fucking inventions. But White Castle have such little advertising money. They don't even come out and defend themselves. They're like Asians. I'm kidding.
I don't know why White Castle is so virtually unknown. I mean, they have frozen... White Castle is the only fast food chain that has frozen food in the supermarket that you can buy anywhere. Across nationally,
This goes back to my candy bar analogy, where there's a number of candy bars that have just been... I'm 41 years old, Joe. Believe it or not. As good as I look, I'm 41.
I don't believe it.
Oil of Olay. There's a bunch of candy bars out there that I remember, like an O. Henry bar. I remember when that fucking thing came out. They had this big advertising blitz, and they never advertised it again. And that's the same thing with, like, White Castle. White Castle, I've never seen a commercial. I think maybe like 3 times. They don't advertise.
I only saw them. I've seen them in New York twice. I've seen a couple, like 2 occasions or 3 occasions I've seen in New York, White Castle advertisement. I've never seen them
dirtier than the White Castle on 8th Avenue right near the Port Authority. It's about as dirty as it gets.
It's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting. I won't eat at that place. I don't like White Castle. Are we allowed to say that on this?
Come out and drink with me some night. Let me tell you something. If you drink in the vicinity of that White Castle, you're going to get drawn in like Close Encounters.
There's a McDonald's right there. Why would you pick White Castle over McDonald's?
I almost seem, White Castle is so obscure in my world that it almost seems like it's
like a treat.
It's a delicacy.
I know what you mean.
It's different. I mean, how many fucking times can you get a fillet of fish? How many times, Joe? I haven't had a Big Mac. I haven't had a Big Mac in about 20 years because one time they had one of those. Remember when they just, they're already giving their food away, but when they're really giving it away?
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Great.
9 Big Macs for 45 cents. They had that like back in like the 80s. Like 89, 90, and I made about 11 trips during the course of 4 days and ate like 11 Big Macs, and there was at some point during the 11th one or whatever the fuck number was, I was just like, I can't ever eat this again.
That's the greatest when they used to do that. They don't do it anymore. Now they do like 2 for 3 sometimes, but 2 for 2 at McDonald's. The McDonald's near my mom's house where I grew up, they used to do it every month. They would have a different 2 for 2 every month. So
dude, how bad is the economy when they have to give that shit away?
Oh, dude, it was the best though. You drive by McDonald's the first of the month, you'd be like, oh shit, it's quarter pounders this month. And you would just, it was the greatest, dude. It was the greatest, man.
Yeah, they never put the quarter pounders on sale when I was quarter pounders. That's their Cadillac Fleetwood. You know what I mean?
The Big Mac is.
No, it isn't. The Big Mac never tasted as good as the quarter pounder with cheese.
I don't know.
It's all bread.
I think the Big Mac is the greatest burger of all time.
Well, Joe, I'd have to disagree with you.
And it's
if I had a mop handle in the corner, I'd let you know how much you just upset me.
I do want to reiterate that we don't think that you should hit women. I think.
You know what it is? I just like saying it because I'm so sick of people coming on TV telling me not to fucking do it and just kowtowing down to all these fucking women, constantly talking about how they're victims. And dude, I swear to God, I ran into another fucking guy yesterday. I'm doing the radio down here, and this guy was married for 24 years. He's 13 years into alimony, and there's no end in sight. He's paying for another adult's livelihood like they're a fucking child.
It's ridiculous.
She doesn't work. And it's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why don't
they ever do those things on Oprah? Why don't they ever do a segment on that? They'll have 90 million guys talking about guys. Let's be honest here, dude. Obviously, you shouldn't hit a fucking woman, and that issue definitely needs to be out there. But why won't they talk about all these fucking women out there who are fucking over these married guys? Like a close friend of mine, he was married, and his ex-wife is basically married to this other guy, but they won't get fucking married because he's pulling down a big check and they want to fucking live off that money.
But why? Yeah, well, and here's the other thing too. Why don't they have PSAs about that? Why don't they have PSAs about? Why don't you ever see a commercial or a thing on Oprah?
I know why, Joe.
Wait. But why don't they have a thing on Oprah where they come out and go, "Hey, ladies, you know what needs to stop? Women saying they got raped when they didn't get raped." And guys, all the men in prison right now that were literally just empty accusations of rape because a chick wanted to get revenge on them, or she wanted to...
Or she's just nuts.
Fuck with this guy's life. Yeah, or she's just crazy. You never see commercials about that. You never see commercials...
I'll tell you why, Joe. Big Brother. Marriage is designed by Big Brother. Religion and all that, and it's the fucking... dude, let me tell you something, man. If you were a brutal dictator... Who are you worried about storming the castle and eventually fucking throwing you overboard?
Men.
Exactly. So what they need to do is fucking lock guys down where their life is so fucked up that they don't have enough money to even buy a fucking spear. Forget about a goddamn gun. And that is marriage. That's what it is. Dude, you get married, you're fucked. You get married and you have kids. You better pick the right fucking person because you are in it for the fucking long... You are fucked. You are fucked as a guy.
Well, I ain't so fucked, though. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that get 3, 4, 5 marriages, whatever, under their belt, and they just don't have any kids, you know? I mean, I think it's the state that you live in, right? That, you know? I don't think in every state's not like California where you live, dude. Like,
you know guys who've been married like 5 times? They're paying alimony times 5? I mean, dude, be one thing, like, depends on the state that you live in. Like this, I think this state in Pennsylvania, there's no end to alimony. There's no end to it. Whereas I know in New York, you have to pay, if you were married like 10 years, you got to do half. For 5 years. For 5 fucking years. 5 fucking years, you got to pay another adult. Now, let me, look, I can tell, if you got divorced, okay, and you're in your late 50s, okay, and she's been out of the job force for fucking 20 years, yeah, man, you can't leave her high and dry. I'm not saying
right, I get that.
I'm talking about these people that get divorced in their 20s and their 30s. Go get a fucking job.
Yeah, get a job. Or what about the guys that get divorced when the woman is working and she still gets alimony? Because that happens, doesn't it?
Dude,
I just make that
and you
up?
know what else happens too is when women are making more money than the guy, then the guy sits around like a bum, and he should go get a fucking job. Like, I don't think Britney Spears should have to pay the amount of money she does to Kevin Federline.
Yes, she should. For all the women that walked away with it.
No, she shouldn't. No, she shouldn't. Not see, no one being hypocritical. Because that guy, dude, she built that guy. She built that guy a studio, and he still couldn't come up with it.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm just making a joke.
Buy him a couple of Sean John tracksuits and tell him to hit the bricks.
Nick Lachey's
Get him a gold microphone. There you go, buddy. Off to Vegas with you.
Nick Lachey's probably getting a nice juicy check every month, right, from Jessica Simpson, I would think.
If I was him, I would be very supportive of her with her weight gain and help her to get back down because financially it would... I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it.
Do what?
If I was him. Dude, wait a minute. Doesn't he have like that Backstreet Boy money?
He was in
Hey, Joe, let's talk about people who are relevant celebrities like fucking 10 years ago. Why don't we do that? What's up with those guys from O-Town?
Yeah, he was in O-Town, right?
Was he in O-Town?
I think so.
I have no idea.
He was in O-Town or... Yeah, one
Wasn't
of
that
those...
fun? That was the last time America was fun. It was pre-9/11. Bill Clinton was getting blown. Not to get into a hacky area. They had boy bands. What's his face?
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
I remember I was in college, 1999. I was in college. We made a mix CD and went to spring break, and the mix CD was the greatest album ever. It had the Thong song on it. It had
Just the worst music.
It had DMX, What's My Name? It was just every song that was big that spring. And, dude, they were the most fun songs ever to listen to. You just get wasted.
Yeah.
Thong, the thong, thong, thong. You know what I mean? Like, it was so much fun.
The guy running around with silver hair singing about thongs.
Baby!
Yeah. I know, and little did we know Clinton was giving away the country with that fucking NAFTA. Hey, let's send all the factories out of the country so we can all compete with sweatshop labor.
Yeah, keep looking at those thongs.
It's all been bad.
We're going to ship it over this way.
From fucking Nixon on, but all right, let's get on with the show. This is the Uninformed Show. You're listening with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa here.
Yes, sir.
I guess what do I have going on here? I was over in Stockholm, Sweden. I did a theater gig over there, man. It was one of the greatest experiences I've had as a comedian because it took me 17 fucking hours to get over there, and I took U.S. Air, by the way, because I was bringing my girlfriend over. And they wanted $3,500 a ticket. If you wanted to sit first class, I was going to try to do that.
Right.
And then I think if I used my miles, they needed 2.7 million, right? So I'm like, all right,
Jesus.
I'm just, whatever. They needed a lot. So
I'm so dumb. I actually believed that was the number.
Jesus, you must go to Atlanta a lot. So I thought when I was like, all right, so I'm flying from L.A. to Philly on one of their shit planes. But I'm thinking, I've never flown over the ocean and not been in one of those wide-body jets that has the spiral staircase that goes up. I've never not been on one of those fucking things, right? And I get on, and it literally looks like I'm flying to Tampa. That's the plane I'm on for the next 7 hours and like 40 minutes. But anyway, so I landed there, and dude, first of all, the best-looking fucking people I've ever seen in my life. They were. I can't even describe it. The joke I've been doing on stage is I understand Hitler now. I get what he was enamored with. I don't agree with how he tried to get one of those blonde-haired, blue-eyed women by basically eliminating all the brunettes of the world. Wasn't that what he wanted to do?
Something like that.
I always thought he had a dirty neck.
Hitler?
Yeah, there's just something about him.
What do you mean a dirty neck?
He just seemed like he just was dirty. Like his hair would be greasy, and he'd just have like a ring around his collar. He just didn't seem clean.
He looks like one of those guys that would run a bookstore, and when he stands up, you can smell like this chair smells like poop. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus,
just
Joe.
has like swamp ass, all the time.
Oh, all right, Joe. Thank you.
Was that too much, really?
Yeah, swamp ass. I went with dirty neck. Dirty neck is funny. It makes him seem like a 5-year-old.
I
swamp
go
ass.
poop seat every time.
Yeah,
That's
you're
right.
treading into Bobby Kelly territory.
Uh-oh.
Dude, you smell like swamp ass. And the crowd's like, fucking politically correct.
Dude. And she sucks your cock like...
When are we going to have him on one of these?
The next time we can do one in New York, if we can make it work in October, we'll have him on.
But I think he's on...
Yeah, he's on tour with
Dane, yeah. They're playing the Roman Coliseum, I believe. 900 sold-out shows from September to November. Jesus Christ. Bobby's going to go out in a toga. Dane's going to make him go out.
They're hitting hard. I didn't know there was that many stadiums. Like I'm impressed and floored. Like I'm just like, God damn.
I know he's the biggest comedian of all time.
Yeah,
as far as ticket sales goes, because Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy, those guys all got to that level, but they stopped. And they started doing movies, which he did too, but they stopped. They just kept doing that. Like he's going on 5 years being able to sell out Madison Square Garden, and there's the hotel phone.
Oh, Jesus, Bill.
Dude, Joe, why don't you eat? Oh, hang on 1 second. Why don't you just...
Be careful. You want me to answer it? You monitor it. I'll answer it. You do the...
Okay. Jesus Christ, is this unprofessional?
I'm doing
Hang
fine.
on a second. They're asking him how he's doing. Joe saying he's doing fine.
Yes.
Joe's wearing a mustard-colored T-shirt right now with
The sandwich was a little cold.
Bozo the Clown shoes. Oh, they're asking me about my room service.
It was a corned beef sandwich. It was a little cold. Oh, I expected it to be hot. And another thing that upset me was I'd asked for a salad with dressing on the side, and they had spilled the dressing over onto the plate.
Joe, what are you doing? Come on, I got to stay here for another 4 days. See if you can get me a voucher. Come on, Joe, we got a radio show to do. Tell him you call him right back. You have an upset stomach.
Back? Thank you. She sounded really upset. Sorry.
Well, that's great, Joe. Well, she's going to wake up and realize I didn't have the corned beef sandwich.
Oh, she didn't? What'd you have? She asked if you had the corned beef.
No, I had the chicken sandwich.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Dude, this is what I like about
goes,
these fucking hotels. When you actually start staying in nice hotels, Joe, when you start having a following.
Yeah.
You know, Joe?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I hope one
Dude,
day
they won't fucking leave you alone. They're constantly knocking on the door, constantly calling you to make sure everything is okay. If the sandwich wasn't okay, I resent that phone call, okay? If the sandwich wasn't okay, what do you think, I'm some bitch up here? Like I don't have the nerve to tell you that it wasn't okay?
She sounded really taken aback that I would dare say I didn't think it was that great. And she's like, well, I guess I'll tell my manager you weren't satisfied then.
You know what, Joe? I bet, I bet you they'll take it off my bill. No, they won't. They don't do shit like that anymore. These corporate cunts.
They might. I got free internet for the whole week when I was in Montreal.
Different country, Joe. Different country, different rules.
Nah, it's the same shit.
Is it the same shit,
It's the
Joe?
same shit.
Really?
Same shit up there, different language.
Really?
It's,
McDonald's arches and they have that little maple leaf underneath it? That's not the same shit. It's different.
Yeah, you know what they have? You think we're fatzos down here? They have a double Big Mac in Canada. A double Big Mac, four patties.
Good.
Four
I can't wait
patties.
for the rest of the world to become fat fucks like us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another thing, too. Like, I went over there, like, Sweden can
Oh, yeah, Sweden.
Sweden can
Sorry.
talk about how fucking out of shape. Like, dude, I never felt, like, genetically compromised in my life. I was literally looking at these people, and I was like, dude, I am a fucking mongrel. I really am. I should be down the pound right now, and they should be singing songs about rescuing me.
But you're in good shape. I mean, what you just mean?
No, dude. No, yeah, I'm in good shape. You know, I've lost my looks in the last couple of years. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna tell you, like those fucking people, dude. It was all quarterbacks and cheerleaders. I was walking down the street, my girlfriend pointing at guys, going, "Look at that guy! Would you fucking look at that guy?" I don't know. When I was pointing, the girls were unbelievable, and like Nia wasn't even getting upset at me. She was like, "I know. I mean, that's fucking.
That's funny.
The girl's hot."
I was just at my buddy's wedding, and one of the groomsmen, this guy Kyle, really good guy. He looks like that actor Chris Klein, except with blonde hair. And
I don't know who that is.
He's the kid from American Pie that ends up singing in the choir.
I never saw that movie.
Whatever. He's a fucking exceptionally good-looking guy.
Fucks the pie?
No, that's Jason Biggs. This is like the jock guy in the movie. Anyway, he looks just like this guy except with blonde hair. And the whole 2 days I was there, I just literally had to. Every time I was talking to him, I'm like, God damn it, Kyle. God damn it. Like, I can't. Fuck, man. Look at you, dude. I couldn't get over it. I was like, this guy's like the best looking guy I've ever stood this close to in my life. It was ridiculous, dude. There were girls in the bridal party that literally were just like, hey, Kyle, you know, just trying to get his attention. And I would smile at him like, hey, I'm on the groom side. And they wouldn't look at me,
You
dude.
have brown hair, Joe. You need to be exterminated. The final solution. Yeah, but this is the thing, though. After like 4 or 5 days of being there, though, I started to see the misery in that country. You know what I mean? And I started to see, like, there was a very high divorce rate. Somebody I met in the crowd was a plastic surgeon. And you're sitting there, and that's one of the great things about being a couple of mutts like you and me is we don't have far to fall. You know, as we get older. We're just falling off the curb into the street,
Right.
Laying there in the gutter when we go back to our high school reunion. It's no big deal.
Right.
You were already laying on the sidewalk, you know?
Right.
These people, they fall like 5 stories, dude, and it's not pretty. So they're the ones, like, you ever know, like, ugly people don't get plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Good-looking people get plastic, like that fucking Meg Ryan. What the hell? What did she do?
Oh, she looks terrible.
She looks terrible. And dude, that girl, right, that was my dream girl. That was my dream girl.
Oh, she was the best back in the day, dude. She was so great, dude.
When Harry Met Sally,
oh,
that was it.
She's adorable, man. You know, that's funny that you bring this up because I was watching Young Frankenstein the other day, and I called my buddy, and I go, dude, Terry Garr.
Oh, my God.
I go, Jesus Christ. I go, who would have thought that ever would have rusted? Like, I can't believe she even got old. And she got...
You know why, Joe? And that's why you have to marry for love. You have to marry for love because you're going to go to hell. She's going to go to hell. And you know what? If you really love her, you'll be able to look into her eyes and you'll be able to see what you loved, you know, what made your heart stop 30 years before. Because I'm telling you, that's why people get, like, so many people get fucking divorced. Is because if you marry for looks, once those go, what are you left with? You're left with a broken down fucking battle axe, Joe.
Yeah, you're left with Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn was so cute, and she had so much work done. She looks crazy now.
Yeah, no, that was a bad thing. No, she held out, and then she went fucking bananas, and you just can't do it. Like, you know,
just get a little wrinkle. Just keep the weight off. You got a little wrinkle to you. It's fine.
Joe, I'm telling you, but plastic surgery is gonna be is really gonna be considered like barbaric. I think within the next 50 years.
Why do you think that?
Because, Joe, on my podcast, somebody hooked me up with this website, TED.com, TED.com. And if you just are ever watching TV and you're watching reality TV and you're just feeling yourself getting dumber and you're like, God damn it, I should read a book, but I don't have the fucking stamina, go to TED.com and just watch some of this shit that they're coming out with. I mean, these aren't like my usual like psycho conspiracy theorists. And that there's a little bit of that, but these guys are like people who went to Harvard. These are like scientists, man. They were showing like they can grow an ear in like a petri dish at this point.
That's awesome.
It's unbelievable, and they're trying to tap into basically whatever is in your DNA. Like when you're like a baby, right? And I guess within, like, they were talking about how, like, in the first trimester, as a baby, if a baby loses its limb, I mean, I don't know how big it is at the point, but the body has the ability to regenerate a limb, to regrow a limb like a fucking gnat, right? And a baby, actually, I didn't know this, like, within the first 6 months, if the tip of its finger gets cut off some fucking way, right? You got a parakeet, you know, when you're not paying attention and it bites the little baby finger up, it can regrow, nail and all. And then, but after like a certain amount of time, it loses the ability to do that. So what they're trying to do is to tap into the body's ability not only to regenerate limbs, but regenerate organs. And in the future, when you go in for an operation, what they're going to be doing is like with like that stem cell stuff, you know, which you can literally, if you get liposucked, you can actually save the liquid from your fat from all those Big Macs you ate, Joe, in a freezer. And if your liver starts to go from all the booze, they'll inject you with it and somehow be able to regenerate your liver, and you go back to being brand new. And like they were showing stuff on this website, Joe, where
amazing.
I was looking at there and like going like you could potentially live forever with some of the stuff that they're doing here if they're. Because what they're doing is they're tapping into what happens to you when you're born. So it's like a body off restoration on a car that you can do with your... Dude, I'm telling you, they showed this woman with like a diabetic sore. She had lost 2 toes and she didn't want to have her foot cut off. She just given it to dying. Don't cut anything more off of me. And she did this experimental surgery. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Some sort of pig intestine. They slapped it on there with some sort of stem cell shit. And all the skin group, I mean, her toes, kind of 2 little nubs came back. Dude, it's fucking incredible. I saw this other one on there. Just go on there. I forget the guy's name, but just, they have these things like, you know, like they'll have like other stuff like touchscreen computer stuff that's coming out in the future. And it's so funny because the nerds, I love like tech nerds who sit there and they watch it and they'll show like and you can move both these things independently and they go like, whoa, like they literally are like blown away and they start applauding.
That's amazing.
TED.com. So I'm telling you, like, okay, so if they're able to have you regrow limbs how great would that be for all these kids coming back from Iraq? Like I got like excited, like this is what we should be putting money into. So all these kids, you know, went over there and they put their life on the line. You can get it back. So this is the thing, Joe. So now you're looking at plastic surgery. I'm telling you, you people Just fucking hold out. Don't get the facelift. I got to be honest with you, Joe. The whole time I'm sitting there and I'm watching them talking about regenerating limbs, and I'm like, and you can't fucking cure baldness?
Right,
You can't fucking help me out a little bit here, you know? And it's just, eventually, like, I think you'll be able to, like, you'll take some sort of pill and then your face will just tighten up again. Hey, Joe, you're looking a little bloated. Why don't you take a shot of stem cells?
I was born too late. I was born too early. I always said I was born too late. I was born too early. I get so excited about shit like this. I read like, you know, popular science magazine and shit.
Right.
Like, I read about cyborg technology and the shit that they're developing with that within like 15 years or even less, like 10 years probably, they're going to have fully automated robots that act as receptionists when you go into buildings. Like, receptionists won't exist anymore. They're going to have goddamn interactive
That's going to be scary, though,
robots.
Joe.
That's going to be awesome.
No, I'm going to tell you why, Joe. I'm going to tell you why. And I'm walking around now, so you know that I believe in what I'm saying. I'm going to tell you why, Joe. Is because, you know what makes you and I not obsolete and not expendable is the fact that you can tip over a robot and it's fucking useless. When it comes walking in, you can fucking tip the fucker over. And the day that they get a robot that can think and do all the shit and never calls in sick, and all you got to do is tighten a couple of screws on it, you and I become obsolete. But I felt fine with the shit until I went on TED.com and I saw their robot dog that looked like a turtle body.
That thing's amazing,
with
isn't
deer
it?
leg. When that guy kicks it to the side.
And it keeps running?
No,
Yeah.
it like stumbles like a human being, like fucking O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Stays on his feet. All he needed was Howard Cosell.
I've seen
just going, and he keeps his balance in it.
I've seen that video. Yeah, he's running on ice, and they kick it, and it slips and then keeps going.
And it keeps going like a fucking living, breathing thing.
It's amazing, dude. See the one where it climbs the pile of rocks?
It's unreal.
It climbs a pile of rocks.
It's unreal. Can you come back later, please? Thank you. See what you did, Joe, with your little prank?
That was, for those of you listening at home, room service.
That was room service. We're talking about robots in here, man.
Came to the door to see if he was okay.
Yeah, to make sure my corned beef sandwich that I didn't even have was okay, because Joe is a jackass. No, but Joe, the only thing, do you know why we're alive?
No,
we are alive because rich people are allowing us to be alive. That's what I've really realized, Joe. Hang on a second. Jesus Christ.
Bill is now going to the door because they are at the door. In the room service discrepancy, there is they have brought a new sandwich in.
I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Hang on one second.
They have brought a new sandwich to compensate Bill. Bill, let me.
No, I'm going to order later on this one. No.
Bill is now tipping the man that has brought the extra free sandwich to the door. Look at that. We got a free sandwich there. I just narrated the whole thing. What is it? Oh, what is that, a little tiramisu?
Brought you dessert. Now, wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's back up here. I need to apologize to America. Because what did I say? You said how you bitched about internet, and I said it was Canada. It's a different fucking thing. And look at that. It still exists here in America. Joe, I want to take a picture of that, and we're going to put that up on our fucking website here. Go to, what is it, myspace.com/uninformed, and I'm going to show you.
Uninformed radio /uninformed
radio. myspace.com/uninformed radio. And
take it. I'll hold it up.
Yeah, Joe, and you better look happy, because you don't deserve that. You are this is what you get when you lie in America.
This is proof.
Somehow I'm going to have to make fun of America on some level.
This is proof of the corruption. This is what you got to do to get ahead in this world.
All right, Joe. Come on, Joe. Look. Sell it, baby. Let me see. There you go. That's great.
We got a tiramisu. I don't know. Is that what that is? I don't know what that is. Let's have a taste of it, Bill. Let's see what it tastes like.
Jesus Christ, Joe. You think I don't want to dig in?
Oh, look at that.
It's not like we weren't talking about us being replaced by robots.
That thing cuts like that's, and this is the problem. This is why the robots will take over, because we're like, they're fucking taking, cake.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, no corporations are corrupt anymore in my mind.
Delicious.
Is it delicious?
Delicious.
Delicious. Any Goodfella fans out there?
It's like some sort of coffee. I don't know what it is. It's good though. It's very good.
Why do they? I fucking hate coffee.
No, it's good, dude. I don't like a coffee flavored dessert myself, but that's very good. So, I think there's two ways to look at this.
You know who would like this? Barbara Bush. Somebody who wears estate jewelry. This is this kind of fucking
Or
dessert.
Bobby Kelly.
Yeah, I'm
Bobby
going
would
to
love
take
this
another
thing.
bite.
Dude, I got to tell you
I
this
got
quick.
a fucking sweet tooth, man. This is bad.
I got to tell you this quick Bobby story really quick.
Yeah, fuck the robots. We were actually talking about something interesting there.
No, we're going to go back to that, but I got to tell you this while we're chomping dessert. I'm out with Bobby the other day walking around the neighborhood, and we stop at a Dunkin' Donuts so he can get a coffee. And he goes,
were you on his scooter?
no, we were walking. And he goes, look at that Boston cream, dude. And I go, yeah, it looks good, right? So he goes, get it. And I go, I don't want it. And he goes, I'll buy it for you. And I go, I don't want it. He goes, I'm going to buy it for you. If I buy it for you, eat it. I go, whatever, yeah, buy it for me. I don't give a shit. So he buys me a Boston cream donut. We're walking down the street. I bite it. I go, Bobby, you got to taste this. It's so good. He goes, nah, dude, I can't. And I go, Bobby, come on. And he goes, I can't. I go, Bobby, just take a fucking bite out of it. Dude, he literally stopped walking and looked me dead in the eye, and the fear in his eyes, dude, the panic. He had a look like an alcoholic when they find a bottle of wine in the house. And he goes, please, dude, I can't. Just please help me right now. Please, I can't eat it.
But this is what I love about the evilness of Bobby. Is he fucking bought it for you. Because somehow, Bobby's one of those dudes, man, he'll take you down with him. He
wanted to watch me eat it.
He wanted to watch you get fat and you to get out of shape. Or maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe so that one of the things like me, Joe, like I don't fuck around with my girl. So like last night at the show, I'm sitting there going, Joe DeRosa, everybody. Joe DeRosa.
I think it was like that. I don't think
Am I going to be right once this show? I was wrong about America, and now I'm wrong about Bobby Kelly.
But look, I think there's two ways to look at this robot situation that we have here. So you could look at it as they're going to take over like iRobot, or you could look at it like Star Trek and go, we'll coexist and have these very advanced machines that can do things that humans can't do.
We're definitely going to coexist with these motherfuckers, but I'm going to tell you this, Joe. There is going to be a cutoff with how many people that they need. First of all, Joe, we're running out of resources. Joe, I live in Los Angeles. We don't even have a fucking water supply, okay? I'm telling you, the Snake Plissken era, the Mad Max era is going to happen soon. Like, I feel like a fool. I feel like I just keep wanting to believe like it's not going to happen, that we can just keep printing this fucking money and like we're not going to go under because we're fucking America or some shit. But I'm telling you, dude, like there's a sporting goods store down the street and it's like you can just buy a rifle. Like it's a hunting. I could just buy a fucking rifle, dude. If I had
you don't need a permit or some shit.
No, it's weird. I understand.
Possible?
You don't understand. I talked to the guy, and he works at a Big Five sporting goods thing, so God knows he's informed, right?
Right.
And I say to the guy, well, I don't have a license to carry. I don't even have a license. He goes, no, but for hunting. I was basically asking, if I don't have a license to fucking carry, how do I get this thing out of the store into my car and I take it home? At that point, he goes, well, you had the sales slip with like the date on it. But dude, I'm telling you, if I get a fucking rifle and I got a pit bull, okay, and I get that machine where I can have the water pulled out of the atmosphere.
Yep.
I get a generator, I get the powdered food. Then all I got to do is just turn my walk-in closet into like a bunch of ammunition. And I think I can ride it out. I think I can ride out the lower third financial of everyone being exterminated. This is what I believe is going to happen. That's how fucking nuts I am. and then I'll learn how to coexist with robots the same way I'm kind of learning GarageBand.
Where are you going to get powdered food? What the fuck? Where are you going to get that from?
Oh, dude, it's on the internet. Dude, that is a whole cottage industry. I don't even know what that expression means. I just know that that's when you use that expression. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, though.
Like when I say that's the litmus test. I have no idea what the fucking litmus test is.
But what?
What were they testing? Were they testing litmuses?
Well, they didn't litmus. It was neither. Why do they call it litmus? So wait, what is the powdered food? You just add. Is it the?
Yeah, I think that they actually a lot of the soldiers have some stuff like that. It makes you fucking constipated.
You mean the dehydrated food that you add water to? Not powdered. It's dehydrated.
Oh, okay, so that's different shit. No, this is like literally like powdered food. Dude, it's the future.
What the fuck what is it, like, do you make it into like a soup or something?
I have no idea, Joe. Joe, do you think that I read more than 8 seconds of it? I was talking to another crazy conspiracy theorist, and both our eyebrows were up, and we were talking crazy thoughts, and he said something about powdered food. And I'm like, I'm going to repeat what you said without researching it on any level. I don't fucking know about any of this stuff. Joe, you know what the big thing that really makes me relaxed is that I know that I can only die once. And that's something that I take huge comfort in.
God,
you can only die once. I want a quick one. I'm a coward, dude. Don't stick me in a bamboo cage. And I couldn't handle this is how vain I am. I really take a lot of pride in my teeth, and I have great teeth, Joe. I have a great dentition. As I felt my teeth being rotted out, that would drive me fucking insane. That alone, you don't have to drip water on me. You don't have to stick a rat in there, or pull my fucking thumbnails out. Just if you don't give me a toothbrush, I will tell you all the information that I know about my platoon. That's how weak I am.
That's some foul shit, not being able to brush your teeth. It's nasty. I don't blame you for that.
Why did you get all ghetto there?
Huh?
That's foul. That's some nasty shit, motherfucker.
I don't know. I just started. We're in Philly. I was feeling it. Well, look, my friend's dad. When I was a kid, my friend's dad.
Touched you?
No, he was. I don't know how he was in the army.
Made a pass at your mom.
He was in the army when he was younger, but he still had some weird army connection.
Himself at a family
picnic. Just listen. He still had some weird army connection, and he got like army rations all the time. They just gave them to him, so he'd give them to us to play army with. And I ate a lot of that dehydrated food when I was a kid. It wasn't that bad.
Dude, let me tell you something.
You need a piece of fucking steak.
28 days is going on.
Holy fucking balls.
I'm telling you, that won't fucking leave you alone.
What is going on?
Well, Joe, you're me now, so go answer the fucking phone.
All right, you got to narrate it.
Okay, Joe's going to go over there and tell him how he liked the tiramisu. Hey, ask him what it was. Ask him what it is.
Hello? Yes.
All right, Joe's very despondent. He's not giving him any sort of emotion.
Yes, thank you very much. It's okay.
Oh, they're talking right now. They are trying.
That's okay.
Have I gotten at this level in comedy, Joe? Or if I complain about a sandwich? Wow.
I work at a Jewish delicatessen myself. So, it's always hot, the corned beef.
Oh, God.
What was that dessert? The trilogy.
It's called the trilogy.
What is it, though? Vanilla and chocolate custard?
Vanilla and chocolate custard.
What's the bottom one?
It's called the trilogy.
Well, it was very good. Whatever the third part was, it was good. All right. Thank you. No problem.
Come on, Joe.
The trays on the
They are kissing Joe's ass like I've never seen.
Thank you.
I'm
leaving tomorrow. No, I'm leaving Sunday.
Leaving Monday.
I'm leaving Monday.
He's blowing it right now. They're going to know it's not me. I apologize, everybody out here. Jesus Christ. Come on, get off the phone.
Thank you. God bless you.
Dude, I'd learned something. And that's what Uninformed is all about. I didn't realize you could be that level of a cunt and still get dessert.
Holy shit, dude. They're really up your ass over here.
Huh? Yeah.
Pissing me off, I'm staying with my mom. I don't get that kind of service at home. My mom didn't call me when the corned beef was cold yesterday.
What I'm loving, Joe, is that I had the fucking chicken sandwich. And eventually, if they check their records, they're going to know something's up.
They're going to know something's up. They're going to come back.
Something is up, Joe.
She's like, so when are you leaving? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? No, Monday. Monday? Okay. I thought you were leaving tomorrow. Okay. Corned beef, huh? I worked in a Jewish delicatessen. I know. It's supposed to be hot. If I had answered the phone, I would have told you. Okay, thanks. Is the tray outside? No, it's inside. Well, put it out whenever you feel. Oh, fuck, lady.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. I wouldn't like that. I don't like that. It annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too much of a cuss to fucking deal with people like that.
What is a cuss?
Like a miserable cuss. You never heard that expression?
No, I've heard cussing.
No, like a miserable, or a cusp, is it? A miserable cuss, like
Joe,
like a Scrooge.
Joe.
Like an Ebenezer Scrooge.
There's like 80% of the words I use, I know what they mean. And I use small words.
I'm so dumb, dude. Have you ever realized how limited your vocabulary really is?
Oh, dude, this guy used a word when I was in Atlanta. What the fuck was the word? What does it mean? Joe, you're kind of smart.
I think I'm smart. I just don't have good
you're just outrunning stupid.
Yeah.
It's reaching at your shirt tails. What if
Yeah, which is why I'm not a complete hit on the alternative comedy scene. I just do pretty well over there.
what does it mean when it begins with a C and it's not cunt. All right? When you're arguing with somebody, you're arguing your point and then I'm arguing my point and then you just completely give in to my point and it's such a slick word and I'm dying to use it.
Secede?
No. It's better than that, Joe. Oh, man. You just...
Concede?
No.
No?
Those are... Come on, Joe. I know those words.
I would hope so. Jesus.
God damn it. That guy, Jamie, down at the Punchline in Atlanta, was talking about how he was in an argument with his wife, and then what she did was... this is what happened. What she did was she stopped arguing the point, and she just started insulting him. And he goes, see, now you just something the argument. And it was a nice fucking good 3-4 syllable word. Dude, and when you use a nice 4-syllable word, okay, that's like a 4 fucking piece combination right to somebody's dome.
Yeah.
And especially if they don't, I mean, it was just a perfect, like, arrogant, and it was just a great word. And God damn it, I don't know what it is. I apologize, everybody.
Man, I don't know.
I like how you're actually acting like... You're going to come up with it.
Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing.
What is it?
All I want to do is be smart. All I wanted was...
TED.com. T-E-D.
I'm going to go to TED.com. Here's a great word. Parsimonious. That's a word I learned the other night.
Parsimonious? That sounds like parsley.
Means cheap. Stingy.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I swear to God.
Parsimonious?
Yeah. No. I got it on my phone.
Use it in a sentence. Put your phone down and use it in a sentence.
You parsimonious bastard. How much of a tip did
Jesus, I like that.
How much of a tip did you leave? I left 7%. You really just
if you're going to use parsimonious, you have to have you parsimonious bastard.
Yeah, my friend said it to me the other day. He said I said something about being cheap, and he goes, "You parsimonious bastard," and we started laughing. I go, "What the fuck does that mean?" He goes, "I think it means stingy," and we looked it up.
So he doesn't even know.
No, we looked it up, and it did.
It up?
Yeah.
Now I got to grab my lap. I got to find out what that fucking word means.
What word?
I don't know. Whatever. I got to find out what the word is.
What are you going to type in? A C word that means...
Yeah, but because I think it's CH or something. I just did a search
Here,
recently.
I'll do it on my phone right here.
No, but I did it in my computer. My computer knows. Your computer doesn't know.
Go get your computer.
Well, entertain the folks while I go get him.
Bill is off to get his computer. We have about 5 minutes before somebody else from the hotel comes back here to make sure that Bill is doing okay in his room.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
What do you want to talk about, Joe, while I look up my fucking $3 word here?
You want to talk about how I've lost all hope in humanity completely?
All right, you want to see when you type in CH what comes into my computer? Chair safe. I was looking, I had this great idea that, what I hate about a safe is it looks like a safe. And I was thinking, what if you had a chair that was actually a safe?
I think we've talked about that in the last.
A chair safe. Chair safe comes up. Chappelle. Chargers, Seahawks tickets. Chargers tickets. Chargers versus Bears tickets. Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson spelled with an E, with an O. Charles Bronson T-shirt. Charles and Charge.
Did you find a Charles Bronson T-shirt?
Yeah, they have them. Charles Manson. Charles Mask Lewis. Charles Moore Dance Studio. What the fuck is that? Charles Moore Dance Theater, Brooklyn. Charles Rocket. Okay. Wasn't that the guy who killed himself? Charles Rocket suicide. Charles Rocket suicide. Eddie Murphy comment. Charles White, USC. Charlie Barnett. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Goodnights.
What about Charlie Barnett?
Charlie Barnett, I had that. Che Guevara. Checker Cab. Come on, you fucking cunt.
It would have been towards the top, dude.
No, it wouldn't have. How do you know?
Because how much have you looked up since this thing?
Chris O'Donnell. You ever just have somebody like you just think, whatever happened to that guy? And then you just fucking look him up.
Yeah, he's on that new cop show with LL Cool J.
Doesn't that look good?
I've literally been falling asleep to a movie and gotten out of bed, booted up my computer, and gone onto IMDb because I'll see somebody and be like, what the fuck happened to this dude?
Oh, it's brutal.
I have to know. I have to know.
That's why, you know who I really like is the Smothers Brothers.
I love the Smothers Brothers.
And you know what I love about them? You know they have a winery? I'm not going to be able to find this shit. You know what
That's so smart.
It's so fucking smart.
Why don't we do something
And you know why
like
they're
that?
smart? Because you have a winery and you're actually making money in another fucking business. You, even when you're at their age, their advanced age, Joe. I mean, seriously, how fucking old are those guys now? 60s, 70s?
About that?
Yeah, but they still have, you know what? Why don't you go fuck yourself? We're not coming there for that amount of money. Whoa. Why not? You know why? Because we have a fucking winery.
Yeah.
You cunts.
Yeah.
Smothers Brothers are the shit.
I like those guys. They're funny, man.
Yeah.
They never quite fully bounced back, I think, from getting booted from the air in the 60s, right?
Yeah, but they did what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's not like they did what the network wanted them to do, and that bombed. You know?
Yeah, they did the political shit, and they got the boot, and then...
And then they would just continued being millionaires. And they had their own fucking... How much money do you need to start a winery?
A lot. So I guess they did...
How dumb are we? What do you think, Joe? Geez, humble, you have to buy grapes?
It's got to be millions of dollars, dude. You got to fucking...
Joe...
You got to make wine, for Christ's sake.
Joe, what is our side business for when you're 70 and I'm 79, excuse me.
Yeah.
All right? And we still want to tell Vinny Brand to go fuck himself. We're not doing the original Stress Factory All-Stars tour.
First of all, Vinny will be dead by then.
No, he won't.
Vinny, if you're 80...
Vinny is going to outlive his children.
How old is Vinny now?
Vinny is like wound so fucking tight. He's like I don't know. He's like something that's wound tight and you can't get to his organs.
Listen, I have racked my brain about this a million times trying to figure out what I would do. The only thing I can ever think of doing is opening a bar, and then I quickly realized the only reason I want to do that is so I can get drunk at it every night. It's so I can 10 bar and just get drunk behind. You know, dude, I really keep going back to it.
You know what I want to do? I want to start a charity that educates poor kids, and then I just skim off the top, and then eventually I get busted for it.
It's 6:40. We need to be wrapped in 5 minutes. You want to close this out here with a strong end, so we're not rushing to get to the end of it?
All right. Well, how come we only have an hour there? Well, let's just fly through here so we don't have to edit too much of this shit out here. Super Bowl, Sweden, brain. Oh, okay. Let's continue. All right. So fuck Keith. Let's continue talking here. As you notice, check out here. This is what I've been doing here. Did you notice that you see the alphabet here? Like it looks like it's been written by a fucking 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm actually learning. I'm left-handed, and I'm learning how to write with my right hand. That's what I'm doing right now. Instead of getting married and having children.
Just in case you have a stroke?
Yeah. Thank you for killing the punchline. No, the reason why I'm doing it is basically this guy told me about this book called what the fuck is it? It's called The Brain That Changes Itself. And one of the things that talked about, like, say you play right-handed guitar, if you actually messed around and tried to play guitar left-handed for a little bit, they were saying it would dramatically improve your coordination as a right-handed guitarist. And there's something about it where you're using your whole brain.
Okay.
Or trying to tap into using your whole brain. Because I guess in there there's unlimited power, Joe.
Right.
So I've decided that I'm going to learn how to write with my right hand. And this is my Smothers Brothers parachute out of this business. They have a winery. I'm actually going to be one of these guys at the carnival where I show you how I can write a sentence simultaneously with both hands.
I've never seen one of those guys at the carnival.
Hey, don't you remember those shows like That's Incredible? And there'd be some guy who could just do stuff like that. Like, that was incredible, Joe, before
I remember
the
That's
internet.
Incredible.
Before they had robots that you could kick and they wouldn't fall down. You know what was incredible in the 70s? Was somebody who was ambidextrous.
I used to love that show, That's Incredible, because That's Incredible was like a not disturbing Ripley's Believe It or Not. Ripley's Believe It or Not, there was always one person that was like deformed or something on it that would freak you out a little bit. But
that's that Jack Palance doing the Believe It or Not.
That's Incredible was more like just the candy-coated version. They just had people that could lift a lot of heavy shit.
And what gave that away? John Davidson, Fran Tarkenton, or what was that girl's name there?
Who the hell's Fran Tarkenton? I only remember John Davidson.
One of the great quarterbacks who never won a Super Bowl. He was the original Dan Marino.
And who was the chick? What was it, like Vanna White or Marky Post?
Oh, that chick was gorgeous, and she had some cable movie that came out where she showed the side of her titty, and it was amazing, Joe. Pre-internet.
Oh, wasn't that great
So
when you finally see a tit of a famous girl?
Yeah, who wasn't supposed to show. Kathy
Gifford?
No, it wasn't her. This girl was hot, Joe. You know what? Thank God I have my
Shannon Tweed.
No.
She's showing her tits in a lot of stuff. She's so hot. She's still so hot. Can't believe she's married to that hump.
Who?
Gene Simmons. He stinks.
Oh, that guy
He's
is
just the worst.
He really is. But one thing I do like is his the way he plays off the superior like confidence. Okay, wait a minute. Kathy Lee Crosby.
Let me see. You got a picture of her over there?
She was a hottie.
You got a picture of her?
I don't think so. Once they get old, she's saying, "Oh, that's her in '84." Look at her with the big hair.
Let me see.
Huh?
This is.
She had cocaine in her pubes.
Oh,
living
God.
out there in L.A.
Look at her
before
big
they knew
head.
it was addicted.
Look at her big giant head.
It's not a giant head. She has big hair.
I don't think she's hot, actually.
Well, that was '84, dude. I saw her in the late '70s, dude. I'm telling you, man. Women, like, as far as their looks, there's a 7-year period, dude, where, when they start having kids and everything, I mean, that, like, really wreaks havoc on them.
It's a big-ass head.
But, no, but you know what? When they catch up, though, is that final third. It's because, they keep their brains mentally active, where we just
Dude,
sort of...
look at this, dude.
What?
I'm listening to you, but look at John Davison now.
Him? I bet he still has a nice full head of hair.
He does, but it looks crazy. He looks crazy, dude.
You know what? I bet he was a plastic surgery guy.
He looks crazy looking. Look at him.
He could look worse.
You don't think he looks goofy looking?
He's had some good plastic surgery.
always
I think what's weird is he's holding some sort of wrestling championship belt.
I think it's a guitar, dude.
Oh, that's a guitar?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? You're right. It is.
It freaks me out whenever guys have gray hair but do like non-gray hair shit with it like
they
that.
tease it?
Like tease it and feather it, or if it's like long gray hair.
You know what he looks
weirds
like?
me
He
out.
looks like he has half of Ozzy's haircut circa like 1985.
Yeah,
Remember when
it's
Ozzy got fat?
Ah.
Do you remember that? The Ultimate Sin?
I remember one time when I was in college, my buddy, his favorite band was Sabbath. And we were all drunk one night. He goes, dude, I got this Sabbath bootleg, 78, right before they broke up. Ozzy's walking around in a spandex top. He's all fat and shit. His guts hanging out. But it's fucking awesome.
Oh, he got fat? He got fat then?
Right at the very end. Remember the video? The one I remember where he looks kind of fat. He's not fat. He's just like... It's like if I wore spandex, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's basically if most people wore spandex.
yeah, it's like he's got a gut now, but he's walking around with those fucking things that are hanging off the sleeves.
Oh, the tassels?
Where he's going, ha, ha. Remember there's like that sea of people? You never saw that
Yeah.
where they're doing Children of the Grave?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fucking
And
awesome.
Just freak people out.
It's awesome. That's a great concert, man. That's a great... I got to get that. Why don't I own that?
What?
Whatever that Sabbath show is. I don't know where the fuck they're playing. There's like literally 100,000 people fucking pumping their fists to Black Sabbath. It's fucking awesome.
I'm trying to think. You know the other rock star who just really let themselves go? Everybody knows Elvis. Ozzy had a period, but Ozzy survived, and now he's like skinny again. But John Bonham, my favorite
You said he
drummer.
got all fat at the end, right?
Oh, dude, there's a picture of him with like a wife beater on, and he's sitting down at the drums. And once you're out of shape as a man, you just can't sit down because, you got the rolls going. Dude, he had man tits, and he had like this red bandana tied around his neck, and it was, yeah, dude, it was bad.
Did
was
did
really
Keith
bad.
Moon get fat like that too, or did he die
No.
skinny? He stayed in
Yeah,
shape.
he stayed skinny.
What did Bonham die from?
He drank like something like 32 measures of vodka is what they say. It's English. I don't know what that means. If that's doubles, I don't know.
And he died from it?
Yeah, he basically he drank too much. They put him to sleep. He was on his side, and he asphyxiated. That was like the big way to go. You choked on your own vomit.
I was just talking with a comic about it, and I can't... It might have been
Drowned in a pool of his own vomit is how they always...
This guy, Daniel, that I met in Texas, I can't remember who it was, but somebody, I was talking to a comic somewhere about that, so I'm not taking credit for it. But we were talking about how in the 60s and 70s, everybody died from choking on vomit, and how that never happens anymore, and how... We were wondering, like, was that just a big cover-up back then? Because there was no internet, and there wasn't press the way there is now.
Right.
So was that really the way of just saying, we don't say it was a drug overdose? Or
No, the press was better back then. It wasn't
But I'm saying it
deregulated.
It wasn't like it is it wasn't like it is now where you can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about how like rock stars would just disappear in the 60s and 70s because there were no cell phones. You know, there's no internet. So it's like if you couldn't get in touch with a guy, if he wasn't sitting next to his home phone, you couldn't get in touch with him. You know what I mean? So, but like back then, everybody would go, he died, he choked on vomit from drinking. And we were wondering, like, was that just cover up back then for a heroin overdose? Or, you know, he got caught with a rope around his dick? Like fucking old.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's the way people die now. I was going to say, like the new choking on your own vomit is to choke yourself while jerking off.
But do you think the people were actually choking on their vomit, or if that was just the cover-up? That's what I'm asking.
No, dude. I think what they were fucking with drugs and they didn't know any better, and there was no like 12-step programs. I mean, Betty Ford was 75. I mean, people didn't know. Like who you know, they didn't even know like how long you could potentially keep a music career going. You know, when you think about that, because if like the rock stars, say like Elvis was the first guy, he fell off by the 60s and was doing movies, and then he had his comeback or whatever, but like he had a horribly mismanaged career, and by the 70s he was doing all those Vegas shows, and like I don't even know what the fuck he was singing by then, but he was completely irrelevant, and I think it was the Rolling Stones were the first band. I mean, the Rolling Stones are the reason why people are only just now talking about the age of Aerosmith. And the half of that's because, you know, Steven Tyler fell off stage. And then they finally bring up the fact that he's 61. And you're like, that guy, can you believe he's that fucking old?
Steven Tyler, 61?
Remember when we saw them in concert? They were running around like they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
I'm like, that guy is, like he was approaching, we saw him a couple of years ago, so he was like 59 when we saw him. And
still owning it.
Dude, I'll tell you, yeah, it's a fucking great concert. I'll tell you what's killing me is like, I saw AC/DC this past year, and it had been 21 years since I had seen them in concert.
How old are they now? They got to be 60, dude. They got to be.
Angus was born in 1955.
Jesus
He's still
Christ,
only 54. I mean, the guy made it when he was like 76. He made it at 21. It's like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's still in his 40s. The guy's been famous for like 50 years. It doesn't even compute.
Their AC/DC's coming around again. I can't go, and of course, I can't fucking go to the New York show, but they're playing Philly. I might drive down to Philly to see it.
Why wouldn't you? Joe, how many more times are they going to come around?
This is it. Because I just don't know if I can with work and shit, you know what I mean? If I'm out of town or whatever.
Oh, Joe.
I know.
Where are your priorities?
What do you want from me? Anyway.
All right, we're going to wrap up this first half of the segment of Uninformed.
No, this is the mini episode.
Oh, the mini episode of Uninformed. Sorry. The mini episode.
Well, there we go. That was a solid hour.
So we're not doing anything else?
I don't think so. I
was enjoying this.
We started out
effortless, Joe. It was like easy listening music.
Yeah. Well, look, if we do more, then it won't be a mini episode, and if we don't, then this was a mini episode.
You know what's fucked up though is now do we edit out that part where we sat there going like, all right, what are we gonna do here?
No, that was 20 seconds, dude.
We're gonna leave that in. That ugly sore showing us put the rabbit in the hat before we pull it out.
I think this front to back has been fine, and I think the listeners will enjoy it quite a bit.
Okay. Oh, you know something I learned on this mini episode is that even if you enjoy your hotel room service, if you just say you didn't, they'll bring you a little fancy cake.
Yeah. Well, at this hotel.
And you can share it with a friend.
There you go.
So what would happen if you called up Domino's and tell them you didn't enjoy their awful breadsticks?
They'd go, hey, there's little Caesars over here. Yeah. They'd fucking do.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. And now here we go.
I want to plug something.
Oh, okay. Go to plug something.
My Comedy Central Presents half-hour special is now available on iTunes. It's $2. Please go and buy it and watch it. And my album that I'm recording with them in October on the weekend of the 22nd at the Stress Factory.
Clear your throat.
Excuse me. Will be out on Comedy Central Records. It's called There's Poison in the Well, and it'll be out soon.
What was the original working title for that one?
Bunch of titles. I was going to call it They're All Pigs, and then I changed it.
No, what was the original that I told you?
Oh, there's fuck time at the shit party, dickhead.
It's fuck time.
Fuck time at the shit party. That's the title.
Sell it. That would have been great. You just had a fucking picture of you, like, just looking like you're just delivering your material, like you totally believe it. And underneath it, it just said, it's fuck time at the dick party shit. It was a fuck?
Shit party, dick.
Shit party, dickhead, whatever. If I was in my teens, I would laugh my ass off and be like, I have to hear how filthy this album is.
That's the problem. It's not that filthy. I'm still going to call something that. And by the way, since we're talking about it, I have to give half the credit. I came with that title with Jake Johansson backstage at a show. We were laughing so fucking hard because I was about to go on and I went up to him and I go, hey, dude, it's fuck time. And he goes, it's fuck time at the shit party. And then I came off and I go, it's fuck time at the shit party, dickhead. And we were just laughing so fucking hard. So
I got to tell you a really quick story before we get out of here. I actually already told this on my podcast. I was doing this benefit for dogs, and this one in Hollywood. There was a number. Charlie Sheen's wife was there. That emaciated girl from 90210 was there. I don't know any of the fuck not Tara, whatever. Aaron's not Aaron. Tori Spelling. Yeah. Was there, and
I love how she keeps not eating and losing weight, so she thinks her head won't look gigantic anymore. She's just got a huge head.
She looks like an insect with a boob job.
She's got a giant head.
I don't know if it's a praying mantis head or it's some sort of dragonfly.
She is not, in the boxing world, she would not be referred to as having a glass jaw. Yeah. She'd be able to take a slug like a champ.
So anyways, we're sitting there and they're doing all this stuff, and Priscilla Presley, is there, and she comes walking up dressed all in white, and she's up on the podium and she's talking about how many hundreds of thousands of puppies are put to death every year, all this sad stuff, and everybody's just riveted, and they're hanging on her every word. And I'm standing in the back with some other comics who will remain nameless, and I just lean over, and I go, hey, she sucked Elvis's dick. That's what started it. Then, comedians, then they have to fucking top it. And, dude, by the end of it, she's up there talking about dead puppies. Everyone is riveted, and we are on the fucking ground laughing, trying to top she sucked Elvis's dick. And it's just in everybody. And what was great was the first three things that we said was totally deadpan. I said it to, I'm not going to say, I said it to just in case they actually listened to it, they get in trouble. I was like, yeah, she sucked Elvis's dick. And the dude I said it to didn't miss a beat. He goes, oh, yeah, I bet she got down there just like a dog.
That could be so many comedians that would say that.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great.
That's so funny. That's awesome.
No, it's classic stand-up comedy. Oh, here comes a sad moment where I'm going to have to feel an emotion. Quick, make a joke so I can bury it. Yeah. And that's what people never understand whenever they criticize comedians. Like, how could you joke about something like that? They act like you don't feel anything, and they don't understand that that's actually, it's like a mechanism. I'd use a little therapy word. It's a mechanism to stop that. And that's it, Joe. I mean, how do you wrap this up? We just have diarrhea of the fucking mouth here.
I had a wonderful time here with you, Bill.
Hey, Joe, you got cake halfway through it. It was free.
We got calls from room service. Do you have anything you want to plug? Why don't you plug aren't you?
What am I going to be? I'm going to be at the Improv in Addison, Texas, coming up later on this month, September 2009, depending on when the hell you listen to this. And coming up in October of 2009, I'm going to be at the Improv in Washington, D.C., and the Improv in Pittsburgh. So just go to billburr.com, B-U-R-R. All my dates are in the lower left-hand corner. All the links are right there. Please come out to our shows. Yes. And once again, thank you for listening to the mini episode of Uninformed. We'll talk to you next time.